Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the month of May. And a very happy birthday to you, Taurus. I hope this Taurus season is incredible for you. So do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not offer personal readings, and I will not send you a message on any platform. So if you do get a message from someone, that is not me. That's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Taurus. All right, now less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, let's see what we have here. I am using the Gilded Tarot, or you can also get this this deck of cards through the Easy Tarot, which both the Easy Tarot and the Gilded Tarot are linked in the description below. Many people ask me what deck I use, so that is the answer. All right, let me also take a few of these Kipper cards, and we'll take a few Oracle cards as well. So, all right, I think we're looking pretty good here. Energy on the bottom, you have the Six of Cups. So, Six of Cups is a card indicating the past, okay? This is about nostalgia in your life. This can bring an ex-lover or an ex-partner back into your life in some ways. This can see the reconnection of an ex between you and your ex. But you know, taking a look here, I'm not feeling that. I mean, there is some love messages here. Listen, so like for me as a reader, I'm not really somebody who will give the advice to get back with your ex, because your ex is your ex for a reason. But at the same time, you know, I'm not here to judge if that's something that you feel like you want to do. Six of Cups could be bringing that scenario back into your life. Now, on the other end of this, the Six of Cups just refers to potentially you working through issues of the past, recognizing that the past doesn't actually exist. What really only exists is now. The past already happened, the future hasn't happened yet, and so really the best way to go forward from here is to stick in the now, or to stay in the now. And you can see that this person here is doing that because they're stopping to smell the roses, they're playing with the animals, playing with the frogs, playing with their friend here. And it is a message of trying to stay present despite whatever happened in the past. And I do feel like maybe some of you, that could be an important message for some of you here as well, around like maybe looking to stay present at this time, particularly if there is like maybe an ex trying to come back in or something along those lines. Just ask yourself if that's actually what you want to be doing at this time, or just ask yourself if that's a connection that you actually want to bring, you know, back into your life at this time. So yeah, just something to consider, kind of the stream of consciousness here that's coming through for you as I'm looking at this card. So at any rate, right away in the middle, you do have the Hierophant. This is incredible because this is the card of Taurus. This is your energy. This is the Taurus card. And so you, front and center here, during your birthday month, you are all eyes on Taurus right now. And it could mean that you did, you know what may have happened here? Some of you may have caught someone's eye, you know? You may have caught someone's eye here with this Hierophant card, particularly if you were here for love. But I am going to bring in career and finance messages because there are quite a bit, and I do like to bring in both. So this Hierophant card can refer to the place that you work, the organization that you're a part of, structure that you're a part of. It can represent anything traditional. And so it can represent a traditional 9-to-5 job, working hard at a job, working hard in a traditional way. It can also represent conformity, it can also represent maybe like higher knowledge, going back to university, going back to school, anything like that. In love situations, the Hierophant can bring about marriage. It is one of the major marriage cards, and so I actually feel like there are so many different things here that are showing up. Okay, so we have you front and center at the beginning. We have the Six of Cups. You may be needing to be present at this time. In fact, what I feel like saying is whether or not you are here for love or you are here for career and finance, what I feel like saying is right now, this is time for you to stay present. This is time for you to maybe not miss out on something that could be going on for you here in the current situation. In the problem position, you have the Two of Swords, which is a message of being blinded. Okay, you know what? I feel like some of you are like, you're going towards this destination, but you may not realize that there is something on the side of the road that may have an answer to what you're looking for, right? And so I'm using a metaphor here, but like in the journey to your destination, what you've been looking for this entire time might be actually on the side of the road. And so what I'm saying here is for some of you, try not to get lost in, try not to lose out on what may be right in front of you, is what I feel like saying. Now, in the past, you have the Fool. The Fool is a card of powerful new beginnings. And really, for me, this is one of the most powerful cards to find in the tarot. Actually, I consider this to be the most powerful card in the tarot because it starts off all of the, it starts off the Fool's journey. It starts off all of the tarot cards. It's the first card to find. And so in the past here, some of you have clearly begun something new. This is a powerful new start. And I do feel like some of you, what I like here is the Fool is kind of like this energy of knowing you're going somewhere, but not necessarily knowing where you're going yet. And allowing the universe to handle the details as you kind of go forward. And the Fool, along with that, kind of leaps forward without attachments to the past or without attachments to what could have been or what could be. And so that's what I'm kind of, so I really like to see that for you here. And I feel like maybe some of you have started something new, whether this is in business or this is in love. There's been like a change. There's been a change in energy or a change in something for you. And it maybe even feels good. Now, in the future, you have this Eight of Wands here. So the Eight of Wands coming in here for you, there is going to be news that comes in quickly. This is typically news that comes in from a distance, phone calls, text messages, emails, letters, social media posts, anything like that. This is a card for me of social media as well. I do feel like maybe some of you are putting yourself out in the spotlight for some reason. The reason I say that is we have this energy of you being front and center here with the Hierophant showing up very clearly. And now we have this message of social media potentially coming in with the Eight of Wands. I don't know if that's going to resonate with everybody, but I do feel like maybe some of you are putting yourself out there in some way. Along with that here, you have this Eight of Wands, which can also represent travel, long distance travel. You may be like, there might be travel by air, travel by flight, or something like that. Some of you may be doing some travel here in the future. But I actually feel like this is something about communication, and I think it's something about potentially either career situations or love situations, something like that. There's some type of communication here coming in for you. Now, on your conscious awareness or your conscious thoughts are on your mind here, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are looking to complete something, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the arrival of an event, but the key thing is with this Knight of Pentacles is this is something you've been working hard for, okay? This is something that you have spent a lot of time trying to bring into existence. The Knight of Pentacles says you've put energy into something and you are now getting an outcome. Now, the thing is, you have to take this into consideration. This is coming in your thoughts, okay? This is showing up in your thoughts right now. And so I feel like there is a completion on your mind. And I do feel like for some of you, this could absolutely be coming in. This completion could be around, if I'm just looking here, I'm going to just skip ahead here to the lower row here with the Six of Pentacles, this is the subconscious, what you can't see or the hidden. This completion here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, this could be around you receiving like money. And what I mean by that is this could mean a new job that pays more, or this could be something along the lines of like a pay increase, or this could see you making a sale as well in some ways, or this could see you being rewarded in some ways for all of your hard work, with this, the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles above and below. That's a very positive combination to find, particularly for finance situations. And in the future here, we have the Eight of Wands with something coming in quickly. And so I do actually wonder if some of you are going to start firing off some resumes here, and I'm going to get into that more. So in the staff, in the direction that you were headed, in your current influence, the way that you're influencing the situation, you do have this Page of Swords. I see you potentially, there's something around communication here that's very important with this Page of Swords. It's like some of you here finding the right words to use, some of you like displaying your intellect, some of you being fearless, which is not something that I typically get with the Page of Swords, but I am getting this word of you just being a fearless person and putting yourself out there at this time. Whether it's in love, downloading a dating app, or, like doing something you've wanted to do and then you meet somebody, or it's in career where it's like with this Page of Swords, you're crushing your interviews if that's what you're doing. Like you are very, very clearly communicating here. This can bring about a delay. It may mean that something takes a little bit of time. But remember how I said some of you just a second ago that some of you may be firing off resumes? Well, in the external influence, you do have this Page of Wands, okay, which is very good because external influence is something happening outside of you. It's not something that you can control, okay? It's uncontrollable. It's just happening. And the Page of Wands is a job offer. Typically, this is like the biggest card to find if you want a job offer, especially if you have the Eight of Wands with it, which is, again, some sort of swift news coming in from a distance. So that's, you hearing or you getting the email that you are coming in for a second interview or whatever the case may be. Page of Wands can also bring about an offer. Okay, and so some of you here, this is something that's been very important, and there may be some retrieval here in terms of you getting more money, because the Six of Pentacles can indicate money coming in. It could also indicate you giving money, or you giving your time, giving your energy, giving your effort, and being rewarded for that. But you have that here with this Page of Wands. And so double pages here in the staff. I do have to say, Taurus, this is going to be a month of heavy communication. This is going to be a month with the Eight of Wands and these double pages here, you being front and center. I think it's also going to be a month where it's going to be very important that you stay present at this time with that Six of Cups. I think some of you may be putting yourself out there very clearly, and I think some of you here, whatever you're looking for, whether, in career situations, which I think some of you are, looking for something in career situations. This could be a very successful month for you. In the hopes and fears, you have the Sun card, which is the best card to find in the tarot. So you have the most powerful card here in the past. Some of you have started something big. And then in your hopes and fears, you're hoping for success, okay? You're hoping for success. And maybe you're fearful of something else, which, by the way, the Sun is a card of truth. And so I wonder if some of you maybe are a little bit, are some of you fearing the truth of a situation? I wasn't really, the thing is, in this Two of Swords, this was coming in here. Two of Swords is maybe not being able to see something in the problem position, and the Sun is a card of truth. So it's like, I don't know how that message fits into the rest of this reading, but I do wonder if some of you, maybe with the Six of Cups in the past, I wonder if some of you maybe, is there something that you need to move on from? And is it hard for you to move on from that because it's the truth? The truth is hard, right? The truth hurts sometimes, but it's important. And I don't know, just all of a sudden I'm getting that message for you. And so I don't know how it ties into the rest of this. And I'm not coming at you, but it is something that's coming in, okay? But on the whole, the Sun is an extremely positive card. You just have it in the hopes and fears situation. And so take that for what it is. In the outcome, you do have the Lovers here. So for some of you here, you are getting a deep connection with somebody, or you're recognizing that maybe somebody from the past, you want to have a reunion with them in some ways. Again, I'm not a huge fan of that, but it can work for some people, and it does work for some people. And if you feel like that's right for you, then you should do that. And you should listen to your intuition and what you feel like makes sense for you. Some of you may be starting a new connection with somebody here in the outcome, And for some of you, with this Lovers Gemini energy, you're making an important choice. Okay, the Lovers also represents an important choice if it's not a love situation, which you have some choices to make here with the Eight of Wands and these double pages. There's stuff coming, there are situations coming in, things are coming in for you. And so you have these choices to make. Let's go ahead and start to clarify by looking at these 3 cards. Yeah, so you have the 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the King of Wands. There's a denial energy here, and I say that because you have this card of truth and the fear, hopes and fears, and then you have the 2 of Swords in the problem position, which you see the blindfold energy here showing up once again with this 8 of Swords. Is there some place in your life where you need to remove the blindfold? Are you dipping into a denial situation? Because you also have this 6 of Cups. That's what's coming in the cards. Okay, if you don't resonate with that and you're like, nope, I've moved on, then you've moved on, and that's great. But it is coming in the cards, so just something to consider. There was an ending here in the past that's completely done. Okay, it's done, it's over with, and some of you here are looking to move on. The King of Wands, very good for enterprise. This person is extremely successful in business, and they really do what they want to do in the career sectors of their life. They don't stay in dead-end jobs, and they don't do jobs that they don't want to be doing. And so I think for many of you, this month could see you really turning over a new leaf or starting a new chapter in your career situation, if that's what you've been looking for. You have Wealthy Man, Courthouse, and House here as well. Okay, some of you here finding, it's like security is very important for you in a partner. It doesn't matter what gender they are. I don't attach gender to my cards, but with Wealthy Man and House, it's like, you probably have your own thing going on and you expect that out of the next person that comes in as well. So like, you probably are successful and you want this other person to also be successful type deal. This Wealthy Man card is very good for investments paying off, particularly for you. I mean, if we're just putting this together, Wealthy Man and House, real estate. Courthouse, not really sure what's going on here other than the other message of truth. Remember, I did get a message of truth, so I would say what's really important for you at this time is to stay present, stay in the present moment as much as you can in this month, but also connect with the truth where you feel like you need to connect with the truth. Lastly, you have Lord, take charge with authority, Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right, and Winter, take care of your needs. Take care of your needs here. I think is very important. I also think some of you are making peace with the past as you have that 6 of Cups on the bottom. And yeah, I also think, particularly if you are here in career situations, there's a big message of you having authority over yourself in your life. So this is incredible. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have an amazing Taurus season. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.